Hello and welcome back to Tales from the Age of Men, and our Gondor playthrough with Mr. Bruce right here, yes, indeed. And Aragorn, of course, because he joined us in the previous episode. If you'd like to check out the mod, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, here we go. Oh yeah, we're in Dunland territory right now. I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to try, if we can, to assist Rohan as much as possible with Isengard and Dunland, because obviously they have to fight against two factions technically, right? So I think it's probably a good idea for us to try that out, because I feel like what we should do is try to have a little bit of faith in Gondor, you know, try to have a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of confidence in them. And we're going to take Thunderous Charge here. This is just absolutely incredible for the build that we're going for right now. Literally causing huge amounts of battle morale penalty to enemies with mounted melee kills. I mean, really, we're going to be doing that almost all the time. So it's going to make a huge difference. Otherwise, apart from that, I feel like we're doing pretty nicely in regards to our skill spread. The only thing that I feel a little bit saddened by is that I wasted this focus point right here, but obviously that's only if we're wanting to be super hardcore min-maxing and stuff like that. Generally, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just shut up and let's just head into the fight. I was going to talk about character creation and how to be the most min-maxy that you possibly can, but maybe that's better for its own separate video so that I don't, you know, just completely go off on a massive tangent like I normally do. Yes. Like I normally do, of course. Anyway, we do have quite a few mounted troops right now, which is very nice. And someone said we should put Aragorn with the infantry. That's actually very true. Good, actually, good job on that. Good job on that. Thank you very much. Because obviously he doesn't have a mount, and for some reason I decided, oh yes, let me put him with that. Yes, I don't know why I did that. Anyway, we're gonna put this guy with the cavalry because he obviously has much better skills than I do, and we have literally one archer. I don't even know who this is. Who is this? Who is this archer? Because as far as I'm aware, I don't think I even have an archer, but apparently I do. Kind of strange. Anyway, yeah, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so first of all, let's see. Let's go here. Let's follow with the cavalry, first of all, and then we're going to just move these guys over here. We're going to put them into a shield wall, I guess. It is going to take them a little bit of time to get over there in shield wall. Oh, actually, they don't seem to be moving that much slower, surprisingly enough. All right, well, that's okay. Now, we're going to try to cherry pick a little bit here. Nice. That was actually insane. That was very lucky right there. I was actually thinking I was dead. That was kind of interesting. All right. Move these guys a little bit closer. The archer, I don't know who this archer is. You know what? I'm going to go and see who this archer is because I don't know why I have an archer. Gondor archer. Oh, okay. Why do I have a Gondor archer? I don't know why. I didn't intend to. That's for sure. Imperial Guard, murdered. Yes, both of them have been murdered. Absolutely perfect. Very nice. Okay, so the enemy is possibly coming over here. I'm just trying to eliminate as many of the cavalry as possible so we don't have to deal with them, so our infantry are not bothered by them. And you can see here, wow, the enemy is actually having a... Wow, this is really bad for them, actually. Okay, here we go. What we're going to do is I'm going to swing around to the other side. Let's just hope that they don't go in for a... No. This is absolutely fine. This is good. Okay, and we're going to just tell these guys to go straight on in. We're just going to tell the infantry to go straight on in. Not charging. They're still remaining in shield wall, but we are just doing this so that we have an absolutely perfect clash from the back. This is going to be insanely strong. Okay, here we go. Now charge. Everyone charge. Let's do this. Ow. Of course I take massive damage. That's bound to happen. It's fine. We don't have to really worry too much about that. All we have to worry about is murdering every single thing in our path. Yes. We're actually doing some pretty decent damage. Unfortunately, these guys have broken out of the containment, which is a little bit unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to inflict a bit more damage here. Whoa, okay, yeah, we're actually taking a lot more damage than anticipated. I thought we would be unstoppable here, but apparently not. Very surprised. But I guess that just goes to show, I mean, to be fair, the opponent does have a large amount of troops. a large amount, right? And this is really good for our medicine skill, by the way, so I'm actually not entirely upset by this. This is pretty good. Because even if we do end up losing, you know, handful of troops, I can pretty easily... I mean, I could call for reinforcements, you know, I could call for reinforcements. I could go to the nearby fiefs that Rohan has available for us, and we could recruit some of them. You know, there are ways and means around this territory. I just have to try to make sure that we are inflicting as much damage as possible, pretty much in every single situation. I know that seems like a little bit of a, I don't know, a bit too grandiose a statement, because, I mean, let's face it, it doesn't really matter that much. You know, we don't need to be super hardcore pressed about it. You know, we can be a little bit relaxed, but generally I just want to try to make sure that we have as best a time as possible, because from what I've seen in previous playthroughs, with the exception of the elves, obviously, we did have a very, very nice time with the elves. I feel like we didn't really... it seemed as though Gondor was actually fighting back towards the end there as well. They were very much on the back foot, and then all of a sudden they were pushing back and they were doing really, really well. But that was maybe because we were eliminating Dol Guldur? I don't know, but, you know, anyway, the point is we did end up losing quite a few people there, but hopefully nothing too dramatic. And instead, we can now level up. Yes, we can level up a load of troops. Oh, look at that! And we actually gained Clan Tier 2 as well. That's perfect. Okay, we're just going to be letting her go. Basically, I'm just going to be letting every single person go as much as I possibly can, because I want to try to get as much charm skill as possible. We have 110 maximum company size now, which is amazing. That is exactly what we are looking for. And we're also going to be taking as many high tier troops as possible, even though roguery skill isn't really what I'm particularly going for here. But it's decent, right? I think it's kind of decent for us to go for that, you know, something like that. Anyway, we'll just take this. Do we have enough food? Yeah, I have 60 days worth of food. I actually need to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff, or I need to start buying some horses and actually, you know, start increasing our carry capacity, because we're having a bit of a problem with that. Anyway, so the question is, do I want to go to Grimberg, or do I want to go back to Helm's Deep? I think we'll go to Grimberg. I am moving at 8.0 right now, which is pretty fast, considering I am disorganized. So let's just be a little bit careful. No, we're okay. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, so now there's actually a horse village right here, which is perfect. So let's just go in here real fast and see if yeah, we are not doing so well in terms of carry capacity. So let me actually just see what we have here. Do we have any kind of problem? Yeah, as you could see, we do get a racial movement speed bonus, and then obviously you do have the global multiplier. So yeah, there's a whole wide variety of reasons why we're moving so quickly. That's obviously a new feature in this version of the mod as well, which I very much appreciate. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to be keeping the global multiplier, but I do very much like the racial movement speed bonus, and obviously the global multiplier does make it very, very likely that the AI will be more effective in the various movements it tends to make. And I'm mostly talking about when they're going for a siege and they travel across the entirety of the map and they don't run out of cohesion, you know what I mean? They might run out of cohesion, or they might run out of food or something like that. So the global multiplier does help with that, but obviously, you know, sometimes it does have its downsides as well. You know, it makes it much more difficult to respond, as in, you know, if you're close by to an opponent and they want to attack you, the best bet is to just pause the game straight away. Because if you don't pause the game, they're probably going to be on you really, really quickly, and then it's going to be a little bit dangerous. Anyway, we're just going to sell these, I think. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with them. The spear is not that good in comparison to what I'm currently using, so let's just sell this. We'll probably sell all of this as well. And we'll probably sell all of this. I mean, there's not really anything here that's really going to be super dramatic. And we're going to get 12,000 from that. That's very, very nice. Now we'll just... Whoa, okay, so we basically got no saddles. I actually thought we had a load of saddles. That's the reason why we were so over-encumbered. But actually, no. It is literally just the fact that we are limited in the amounts of horses that we have. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 of each of these. Am I still above herding problems? Yes, I'm not having any herding problems. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably buy a couple of hunter horses. That will increase our speed a little bit more as well. And I think that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty nice for us. We could technically do the tournament, but as I said, I'm probably not going to do that right now. Let's see what we can get here, because we have leveled up. We can go for Skewer. Skewer is... okay. Look at it this way, okay? Skewer is really good if you're a fan of couch lancing. For me personally, I am not really a fan of it if we're going up against enemy cavalry, because enemy cavalry is very, very good at timing. Their timing is sublime. They are extremely good at what they do when it comes to timing. So generally what they're going to be able to do is they'll be able to launch their manual attack against you while you're couching, and they will outrange you every single time with their polearm. That's just how things go. Unless you catch them unawares or something along those lines, and then maybe you're going to be okay. But I personally, I think Skewer is great, don't get me wrong, but I don't think this is going to be something I'm going to be taking. I'm going to take guards, because plus 50% damage when you hit an enemy in the head with a polearm. This is going to be very, very useful later on when we're up against higher tier opponents. Even though for me personally, I don't think this really makes that much of a difference, because 50% damage, you're already going to be killing an opponent most of the time when you hit them in the head. You know, that's just how things go. Anyway, we're going to be going for plus 30% influence gain from battles. This is the reason why I wanted Charm Skill. One of the reasons why I wanted Charm Skill, because this is going to fundamentally increase the amount of money we're gaining from being a mercenary. So once again, very, very much feeding into the amount of money we're making, which is great. We're also going to be going for another point in medicine here. I think we're going for 4 points in pretty much everything, and then we're going to start filling them all out. We do want to get tactic skill, by the way. Yeah, that's actually a really, yeah. Okay, yeah. Actually, we will do that. We will do that instead. We will go for tactics. We will go for tactics, because we are going to be using that quite a lot. I feel like we're going to be doing a few auto-resolves. We're not going to be doing a massive amount of auto-resolves or anything like that, but we will be doing quite a few, just because sometimes you're going to be going up against some guys that are not going to be exceptionally strong, and you just want to get them out the way really, really quickly. So yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, we're going to just try and see if I can get some... Yes, we can get some King's Knights. Look at these guys. I basically, anytime I can find King's Knights, I am going to be recruiting them so incredibly fast. It's going to be a whirlwind. It's going to be a whirlwind of recruitment at this point. And if we can find them, I'll be very, very pleased with that. We're actually not even making that much money, hilariously enough. I mean, look at that. We're literally only making 800 gold, despite us having a pretty lucrative victory right there. I guess that just goes to show that we do have pretty significant expenditure right now. So yeah, that might be a bit of an issue. All right, you know what? Let's go back. Oh, it seems like they have decided not to take... Wait a minute. There's only 53 defenders here. Do I want to go in here? Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? Oh, I have a bad feeling. Okay, well, let's actually see. I'm thinking we'll probably take Walk It Off, even though I'm not a big fan of Walk It Off, mostly because of the fact that your healing rate is so much less when you're running around than when you're in a town. So the reason why I really, really like Triage Tent, for example, is because 30% increase when stationary on the campaign map. That's usually when you're in a town or something like that. The speed that you recover is so fast, whereas 15% of the healing rate when you're walking around, not very much. But I am going to take it just for the plus 10 hit point recovery after each offensive battle. That could potentially be kind of useful. So we'll do that. The question remains, do we want to go in here? I mean, there's only militia, right? There's only militia, so we... Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I think this is a bad idea. Oh, Theoden might actually come to... Oh, no, never mind. He's not coming to help. Oh, no, he is coming to help. Or not. Okay, he is coming to help. Wait a minute. We don't have an engineer? Oh, no, I didn't recruit that guy. I didn't recruit that guy because he was so expensive. Oh, that's very sad, isn't it? I don't have an engineer now. I could technically switch Aragorn to engineer instead of what? Instead of surgeon. He's our surgeon at the moment, isn't he? Or is that me? No, that's me right now. We are the surgeon. Okay, so what's Aragorn doing? He's doing scouting. Okay, he's doing scouting. Okay, I got it. Right. Oh dear. No, I don't want to switch it. I don't want to switch it right now. I really wish I had that guy with the engineer. Oh dear. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave. Gonna have to leave here. That is very, very unfortunate. It would have been very, very cool for us to try to capture that. It would have given us a huge amount of renown as well. But yeah, unfortunate. Oh well. It happens. It happens. So those are the kinds of things that can happen here. So yeah, okay, well, it's okay. We don't have to worry too much. Let's have a look at how much my expense is. It's not even that much. It's pretty crazy. Okay, let's go in here. We're going to go into an auto-resolve with these guys. There we go. Nice victory there. Good. Whoa, 10 renown? What? 10 renown for fighting these fellows? That's actually insane. All right, yeah, I'm happy with that. Thanks very much. Okay, let's just go in here. Wow, yeah, everything has been absolutely stripped clean. Every single person is literally just making it very, very... well, all the vassals are literally scrambling as hard as they can to get as many troops as possible. And it's very, very difficult for us to do that. Maybe I can just stay here. Ah, there we go. Okay, I'll take a couple of people here. I kind of want only King's Knights from here, but... yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna... wait a minute. Ooh, hello. Hello, here we go. I'm just going to try to go in for a couple more auto-resolves against the bandits specifically. Because obviously bandits, they're not going to be particularly powerful or dangerous. So we don't really need to worry too much about auto-resolving against them. And we're going to go for some of these fellows. There we go. Yep, that's looking real nice. Look at that. My leadership skill leveling up so dramatically just because we're able to upgrade all of these guys so fast. Ah, look at that. We do actually get a couple of... well... I'm not actually going to be taking any of these. That is not really going to help us that much. Unfortunately, the caravan guards are not great. Or are they? Are they actually good? Maybe they are actually good. I don't know. Usually caravan guards are not amazing, so I generally tend to avoid them. Anyway, loads of hideouts here as well. This is great. I mean, look at this. Look at how many bandit fights we can actually have here. And they are so lucrative because we're gaining renown. We're gaining influence. How much influence did I gain from that? Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, well, never mind. But you're going to see the benefits of this in just a second because we're literally losing 16 influence every single day. And as a result, we're gaining a huge, huge payday from our mercenary contract. I mean, we're going to see that in just a second. And also the loot. Look at the loot that we're selling right now. Selling all the loot gets me almost 15,000. Which is just incredible. Obviously, we can sell a couple of things here as well. We don't really want to be running around with all of this. Scout's flag, not particularly useful for us. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to wait here for a little bit of time. I'm going to try to get a handful of extra people because, unfortunately, we have dwindled a little bit in that regard. And as you can see, we're making 3,400 every single day, thanks to that very quick... literally did that in less than 30 seconds, maybe less than a minute, fighting those 3-4 relatively large bandit parties. And that was great. That is exactly what you want to see. You want to see a bunch of bandits that you can just pounce upon and immediately eliminate them and gain the benefits. Whispers reach your ears from the distant east, where the shadow of Sauron stirs unrest. The fierce Easterlings, clad in gold and scarlet, have crossed the borders of Rhûn to harry the stalwart kingdoms of Dale and Erebor. Villages burn, and the men of Dale stand shield to shoulder with the dwarves of the Lonely Mountain. The war for Middle-earth's heart kindles in the shadow of the dragon's horde. And indeed, this is, by the way, I should show you the entire map, shouldn't I? Because I forgot about that. Okay, so there's obviously Umbar down here. This is Khand, and this is Harad, and then obviously, wait a minute, where's Khand? Khand is here, right? Isn't this Khand? Yeah, there's Khand. And yeah, so there's Khand, there is Harad, and then of course you have Mordor. Yeah, they're not very important, but yes, Mordor. Yeah, anyway, and then you got Rhûn, and then obviously, who do you have right here? Who's this? This is Rhûn as well? Oh, okay, they are massive. Wow, they have absolutely insanely large Wow, okay. Yeah. So there you have Rune, and then you obviously have Dol Guldur, and then you have the Men of Dale, and the Dwarves, and Gundabad, and oh, wait a minute. This has changed. That's interesting. This has changed. That is very cool. Okay. Yeah, so this is different from the previous version, because the previous version, you had these... I think so. I don't think you had these back then, or they were in different places at the very least. So that's very, very cool. That actually adds a huge amount of various tactical possibilities, especially for the defense, because you can see here, look at this massive bottleneck right there. Imagine you're trying to escape from here, and then this big army just comes along right here, and you're being chased. Oh yeah, that would be... That's going to be painful. But yeah, otherwise, obviously, you do have, of course, the Mirkwood Elves, and then you obviously have the Noldor over there, and then you have the Lothlorians over there as well. So, yeah, anyway, obviously, as I said before, I have shown you the map in the previous series, but obviously you haven't seen those, then, well, then you won't know, obviously. But there you go. Yeah, it's pretty large, obviously, as you can see. Very, very big map. And I personally do really like the global multiplier thing, because that really makes a huge difference. But obviously, as I said, there are some potential issues with that in itself. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we are going to be going for probably loose formation. Are we going for loose formations actually, or should we go for tight formations? It feels to me like we should probably go for tight formations, because we're using square and shield wall a huge amount. I think that makes sense. Yeah, let's go for tight formations. And then leadership, we are going to be going for heroic leader. That is, in my opinion, the way to go, because a 10% battle morale penalty to enemies when troops in your formation kill an enemy. I mean, this is obviously really, really good if you are the captain, but I'm not actually the captain of anyone at the moment, because my skills are just so low. So I could potentially just take authority, and that would provide us with +5 party size, which, all intents and purposes, is not actually very good. 5 party size is okay, don't get me wrong. Early on in the game, 5 party size can be amazing. But I'm thinking, am I going to be the captain of anyone, ever? Probably not. Let's do authority for now. Let's do authority for now. Anyway, I've literally just been auto-resolving against some bandits in the area here, because I haven't really been able to find too many recruits. I mean, I actually went relatively far away to get some more. And yeah, just kind of like out of the general vicinity of the area, because there are so many vassals here. It makes it quite difficult to recruit people, but it's okay. We're also, as you can see, making huge money here. 18,000 from all of the loot that we've gained from them. I can also sell my prisoners here as well, because I did take quite a few prisoners. And yeah, I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty good. So what we can do is we can now move into Dunland territory once again, and we can be a little bit more confident in our movements. And we might even be able to fully... Oh, no, never mind. I was actually going to say we might even be able to fully besiege the castle that we were besieging before, but no. Anyway, we do have a warg commander over here. Shaku is over here. And yeah, well, he's... I mean, no offense right now, but ISENGARD does look to be in trouble. It feels to me like they're actually kind of in trouble right now. Okay, so we got this guy. I don't really want to fight him. He's got 975. Of course, I don't really want to fight him. I wouldn't mind fighting another vassal, though. Someone with, you know, around 100 troops, 150. We could probably deal with them kind of nicely. What do we have here? Oh, wait, what happened? ISENGARD! What? ISENGARD literally just got destroyed. Wow, okay. ISENGARD literally just got destroyed. I have not... How did that happen? I don't see an army here. It must be Rohan, right? Must be Rohan or something like that? Because I'm not seeing them in any way here. I'm actually going to make my way over here. I did not see them. This is very strange. I'm going to attack this guy. Hello there, sir. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, this is really strange because I did not see an army there, but yet they got themselves completely destroyed. And funnily enough, as you saw, there was an enemy army there. So technically, the enemy army should have been the one to turn around and actually do something, you know, to actually go ahead and murder those guys. That would have been a fantastic way to go. Okay, well, apparently not. All right. Well, that's very, very intriguing. I'm very perplexed as to who actually took it. I'm going to assume King Theoden. King Theoden probably took it, right? That's probably what he did. Anyway, yeah, that is amazing because I've never seen that before. In my last playthroughs, we've never had anyone, apart from us, actually take ISENGARD down, which is really pretty dramatic, to be honest. I'm actually very surprised. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be interested to see who it actually was, if we can. Oh, nice. We hit him off his mount at least. That's good. And it's going to be maybe a little bit troublesome. Oh, nice. We hit him too. Wow, that's hilarious. Okay. I'm actually pretty pleased that I have a shield right now because I feel like if this was two-handed, we'd probably have some problems. Just going to tell everyone to charge in here. I don't see a reason for us to be dilly-dallying here. We're just going to absolutely murder everything in sight. These guys do have some mounted troops, but I personally don't really think that they're going to be that dangerous. Am I underestimating them? Am I underestimating them? Maybe, but generally, probably not. My forces should be able to handle these guys relatively simply. We have so many cavalry right now. Ah, yes, look. The AI is utilizing the grand old rock strategy that I like to use. Yes, the rock strategy is absolutely fantastic against enemy cavalry because it makes it so that you have to limit your movements. You limit your movements dramatically because you can't charge straight through them. You can't really get a decent amount of speed. It makes a big difference. It does. It makes a big difference. So yeah, that's why they're doing this. And, whoa, they've got some high-tier troops as well. The Orthanc Chosen, very, very high-tier. But I feel like most of the others are... Oh, what? They are still... What? Really? Okay. Well, we're hitting them in the head, as you can see right here. And we're doing 155 damage. And, yeah, my forces should be completely fine to destroy them now. And we don't even need to do much. We can probably just relax here. Yeah, we don't want to leave the area. Thank you. There we go. All right. And that's it. There you go. There's the victory. We literally lost no one. We literally lost no one. But we're getting 21 influence. This is the point right here. 21 influence gets us cash, which then enables me to, you know, recruit additional companions and to also do a number of other things, of course. And we're going to get another 10 charm skill points. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so obviously because we have now technically gained access to ISENGARD itself, I think what we're going to do is we're actually just going to take all these guys prisoner and just sell them. Look at my leadership skill. My leadership skill is leveling up dramatically right here. And indeed, let's go over. Let's go over to Orthanc and actually see who it was. I'm very, very intrigued. It is Theoden. Yes, as you can see, look at him. There he is. He must be so happy right now. Literally. Can you imagine being him? Yeah, that's actually crazy. Because now he has literal ownership over probably the most prosperous fief in the entire game. If it is, you know, if it's still as prosperous as it has been in my other series. It is amazing. It is very, very good. Unfortunately, they don't have any money. They don't have any money here, which is very strange. Okay, so let's have a look. We got these guys right here. This is actually, hilariously enough, a companion. We could potentially get this guy if we were playing evil. You could see here. Look. He's got engineering though. He's got 160 engine. Oh no, I need some. Oh wait, this guy's got 240. Are you serious? But he's a Mordorian. We can't take a Mordorian, can we? Do you mind if I take this guy? Do you mind if I actually take this guy? He literally has 240 in engineering, which is amazing. He's got 180 in medicine as well. He has amazing scouting and leadership too. And tactics. He has 300 in tactics. Can you believe it? I can't. You know what? I'm gonna see how much he is, because if he's extremely expensive, then maybe not. No, he's extremely cheap. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. All right, yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna do this just purely because I mean, if it was an Uruk-looking guy, then I'd probably be like, okay, no. But he's a human, so I thought, okay, fine. Let's just go for it. He has 240 in engineering. I can't say no to someone that has 240 in engineering. I mean, really, come on now. That is going to fundamentally save so much time for us. It's going to be crazy. Now, all that I need to do is I need to get him some gear, don't I? I need to get him some gear. So let's actually see where he is. There he is. Okay. Do I... the question is, do I actually have anything for him? Because I don't think so. I just have ISENGARD weapons, which is really not going to be exceedingly good. Yeah, we're probably not going to do that. Let's see what the prosperity's like, by the way. Prosperity's only 4,400 here. Okay. Yeah, so it just goes to show that if you leave Orthanc alone for a significant amount of time... Oh, Denethor literally just got himself taken prisoner. That's very, very bad. It might very well... Oh, yes, there it is. It begins. Osgiliath has been taken. That is going to be very dangerous. If they're defeated there, then that's probably going to be a pretty bad thing indeed. But we now have an engineer, which would potentially enable me to capture some stuff. As you can see, our spice vendor is being attacked. Hopefully that's not going to result in any kind of defeat. And this guy's still besieging this. This is very funny. Okay, we do have some people here. Let me see what's actually going on. Wow, okay. Can I actually fight these? No. I want to fight all of these, if at all possible. So let's just wait until... They won? The caravan actually won? That is hilarious. Okay. Not entirely sure how that happened, but yeah, there you go. Good work. Good work, I guess. Okay, oh, who do we have here? Ah, yes, Hilda Bonecrusher, once again. As you can see, there you go. They have been defeated by the Witch King. All of these fellows have been defeated. So it does look as though they are going to be marching on to Minas Tirith. Obviously, I'm not going to defend that because I'd like to recapture it if at all possible. I think recapturing it would be extremely fun. And, yeah, we could see the siege scene and all that stuff. And, yeah, I can't wait to do that. Okay, so the question remains, do we want... more tactics skill? I think we do want more tactics skill, right? And what else are we going to do here? Well, we're going to do intelligence because I still want to level up my medicine skill. I do want to get another point in that, actually, by the way, but at the moment, we can't really do that. We kind of have to... We just have to relax a little bit first. Just relax a little bit first. We'll just see what we can do here. And, yeah, we're here again. All right. Yes, a little bit of rock action is potentially going to occur here, which should not be too good. But hopefully, I mean, look, there's one right here, which would be a bit problematic if they gain a vantage point around one of these. But shouldn't be super, super bad, at least. Okay, I'm just gonna... Should I just tell my cavalry to charge straight in? Is that a bad idea? I think it probably is, yes. I think it probably is. But we're gonna try to be a little bit assassinationing right now. Yes, that's not a word. But I will try to do exactly that. No, don't even, no, that's not what we want to do. We want to do a little bit of an assassination right here. Or not, as the case may be. Or I'm just going to run in here and I'm going to get myself killed. That sounds like a perfect idea, doesn't it? Yes, absolutely wonderful. All right, charge him in. Charge him in. I'm done. Look at my HP. My HP is absolutely terrible. Thankfully, I am not actually the captain here. So even if I were to die, it's not really going to affect things too much. My forces should have a pretty easy time of breaking their lines. At least I hope so. I mean, we've got a bunch of people that are actually skirmishing too, which is pretty fun. Okay, I can do a little bit of damage here, at least. I was kind of hoping to get a bit more stuck in than this, but yeah, you know, I got a little bit overexcited, shall we say. A little bit overexcited about going in here and trying to do some damage, unfortunately. But yeah, these guys are obviously going to be exceedingly difficult to now penetrate because they are all sticking together. And, well, there's the, there's the obligatory thrown weapon to the face. Yeah, I thought it was coming, you know. I thought it was coming. It's not a problem. Not a problem. Anyway, we're going to lose a handful of people here, which is absolutely fine. I completely 100% understand that that is going to happen. And our new companion literally just got 4 kills. If you can believe it. He got 4 kills. He has basically nothing. He has nothing on him. He's got very, very limited gear. So it's actually kind of staggering that he was able to do anything. But there you go. Anyway, we'll let her go once again. Generally, we're letting pretty much every single person go that we can for a number of reasons. Obviously, charm skill being one of them, but we're also gaining significant amounts of extra experience. I know what you mean. Just let me explain. The more times you let people go, the more you can fight them, which means you're going to gain more renown and more influence and more loot and all that wonderful stuff over time. And that's the main deal there. That is the main deal. It's nothing to do with anything else. It's just purely selfish reasons, of course. Okay, so let's actually see here. Lamedon Nobles. Yeah, I think we'll go for Lamedon Nobles. I mean, I could go for the shield guys, but I feel like the Lamedon Nobles, they might be pretty fun to watch, right? So let's just go for a couple of them. Why not? And level up a couple more of these other fellows. There we go. Massive leadership gains right there. Oh, here we go. Hello, look at this. Very, very nice armor. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to wear that. Oh yeah, there we go. It looks a little bit out of place because obviously it's Dunland, you know, it's Dunland stuff, which is not really going to be that useful for us. Let's see, Aragorn, I'm going to put you with this flag. Thank you very much. Does he need anything here? Is there anything here that could be useful? This shield's actually pretty nice for him. Does he have throne skill, by the way? I'm sure he has. Yeah, he's got 180. That's pretty crazy. He's better at bows, though. I could potentially get him a bow. I mean, I do have a bow right here, which could potentially be somewhat useful. We do have some arrows here as well, which are terrible, but better than nothing, are they? That's the question. Are they better than nothing? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so let's just give this guy a handful of extra gear. These things are all pretty terrible. Does he have good throwing skill as well? He's got 150 in throwing. He's got better bow skill, but that's really okay. His steward skill is actually 300. This guy is actually insane. What a crazy, crazy guy. Yeah, we don't really have anything else here that we can really give him that is super amazing, so we'll just take the rest here. And then we'll just move on. Alright, so I have 75 almost in charm. I would love to be able to take both of these. I think I could probably take, maybe I could take this. If I starve them out a little bit, I might be able to do that. Let's actually just see what's going on here, though. What's happening with these fellows? Loads of deserters in the area as well. Okay, so we have 104 out of 115. Not a terribly big fan of our population right now. Isengard obviously being eliminated. Okay, so let's actually have a look. 4 days. Oh, yeah. Gondor is literally having huge problems. Look at this. They literally just got all of them taken prisoner. Loads of them being taken prisoner. Okay, yeah. As I said, we're going to just leave that for the moment, and we're just going to focus on Dunland as much as possible so that we can free Rohan up, potentially, for a massive clash towards Minas Tirith when we actually go back to take it, if we can actually take it. Now the question remains, are we going to get a massive army of Dunland coming along and wanting to murder us? If they do, I will have to run away, I think. It's going to be a bit too dangerous for us to do anything else. Ah, hello. From the sun-scorched deserts and shadowed havens of the south, a storm gathers against Gondor. The corsairs of Umbar, the fierce Haradrim, and the warlords of Khand have forged a dire alliance, bound by the will of the Lidless Eye. Their raids upon the borderlands of Ithilien and Andarion, I actually can't read that. I can't read that. I can't read that thing. What is that? Is it Andarion? Is it? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, grow bold, and the White Tower stands defiant but beleaguered. The war for Middle-earth's soul now burns in the south, and Gondor stands alone. It surely does, unfortunately. But Isengard has already been eliminated, so that is a significant boon for the forces of good here. They are going to have a much, much easier time dealing with anything here. Okay, so they don't have that many in terms of the garrison, so I'm not entirely sure if I really need to go super hard here. But we do have an engineer that has massive, massive skill, which is going to enable us to hopefully create these trebuchets really, really fast. And, well, It's not actually as fast as I was hoping, but yeah, I think it should be... Oh, dear. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to get out of there. There is nothing I can do about an army of 700. There is no way I will be able to defeat something like that. Not unless I had an army that is literally just all high tiers. You can see here that I do have quite a few really, really good troops. Don't get me wrong. I've got some tier 6s. I even have some tier 7s. But most of my other forces are relatively low level. We even have these Riders of Rohan here, which are actually tier 8s. Okay, I didn't even realize. Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of tier 8s, but I do have a lot of tier 2s, tier 3s. Basically just a whole smattering of all different kinds of levels of troop. So... generally, I'd say yes, we're actually not doing super badly here, but I would definitely say that we probably need to be a bit stronger before we go into a fight against someone that outnumbers us that dramatically. Maybe. I'm not sure. As I say, I feel like we kind of need to test our mettle a little bit against a much stronger opponent, but nothing like 600. I feel like if we had someone that had about 300, I'd probably be open to attacking that. That's probably going to be somewhat good. We're going to go for Famous Commander right now, even though Loyalty and Honor is kind of a favorite of mine. But Famous Commander for that wonderful renown increase, 50% increased renown, going to make a huge difference to us potentially getting to the next clan tier faster and indeed sooner rather than later. Now what do we have here? Look at this. So we actually have Khand and Gondor making peace. That is really very strange. I'm actually kind of surprised about this. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but I guess that's good. I would say that's probably a good thing, isn't it? Anyway, I'm basically, as I said to you before, pretty much just running around fighting these bandits, just pretty much just farming them as much as possible here, just so that I can get as much renown, influence, and so on and so forth as I can. And look at these Dunlending Raiders right here. Look at this craziness. We can literally just go straight on in versus these guys. Nice little auto-resolve there. Gaining 29 influence every single time, which is just absolutely incredible. Really, really nice. Loads of loot as well. And indeed, we can now go back into Grimslade. I'm actually looking for that other companion. Unfortunately, we're unlikely to find him, it looks like, but yeah, I'm looking for that other companion that was really, really strong and potentially even in possession of some wonderful Swan Knight armor, which would be really, really nice. But yeah, I highly doubt that's actually going to be the case. I highly doubt we're going to be able to find him. But yeah, otherwise, what we could do is we could actually purchase some pretty nice armor for our new companion here. So let's actually see what we can get him. Let's see. What do we have? Okay, we got some scale mail right here. I'm not entirely sure if this is even worth. It feels like it's not worth it. But I mean, he's not wearing anything right now. He's wearing absolutely just terrible stuff. So it's probably going to be somewhat useful to a certain degree. Wow, these boots are absolutely terrible. Why is Rohan having 8 armor boots? Okay. These are very bad in comparison to the ISENGARD ones, but I guess they are slightly better than what he had before. Yeah, okay, let's get him a shield. First of all, let's get him a shield. That's probably going to be kind of useful. Nothing too expensive though, please. I guess I'll just get him the Pavis shield. And what else does he have available here? He's actually really good at two-handed, isn't he? I think, no, he's good at two-handed and one-handed, so it doesn't really matter too much. Let's get him a slightly better one-handed. We could potentially get him a polearm as well. He's probably going to be really, really good with a polearm, so what about a pike? Should I get him a pike? That's probably terrible, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably terrible. I'm going to get him this instead. Let's get him the tall-tipped long spear or something along those lines. I think that's probably going to be better. There we go. We still gained 20,000 from that, which is pretty amazing. Okay, so this is what we currently got going on here. Obviously, we do have that massive army. They might actually be besieging something else here. Okay, what do we have here? Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, it might actually be really bad that Isengard was eliminated this early, because now that means that Mordor has all of those vassals potentially joining them. That might be the issue here. Anyway, Harad and Gondor have made peace as well now. Very interesting. Okay, kind of strange. And from the shadowed depths of Dol Guldur, a vast horde of orcs spills forth, their crude blades gleaming with malice. Like a black tide, they sweep toward the ancient woods of Mirkwood and the golden boughs of Lothlorien, driven by the will of the Dark Lord. The elves of Thranduil and Galadriel stand resolute, their bows strung and hearts unyielding, yet the hour is dire. Fight, or see the light of the Eldar fade. Okay, so in other words, Dol Guldur is obviously going to be... wait a minute, why are we at peace with them? Why are we at peace with Dol Guldur right now? Why are we at peace with them? Gondor apparently is not at war against Dol Guldur, which is really, really weird. But I guess it's because they're not actually attacking Gondor right now, are they? They're not actually attacking Gondor, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, let's actually see what we can do here. I'm just going to help out this Caravaneer real fast. Just going to eliminate those guys really, really quickly. And let's just stop by here, see if I can recruit some people. Wow, we're getting really unlucky with the recruit selection in this area. And look at this, loads of level ups. Let's get some more of those fellows. Thank you very much. Massive amounts of leadership skill. And here's the guy that actually attempted to attack us beforehand. So I'm hopeful that maybe what we can do... Do you think we can actually go in here now? Oh, wait. There is actually a vassal inside there. It would be wonderful if we could actually get him. There's another vassal here too. Ah, hello. Wow, these guys literally... They just get caught instantaneously because we're moving so fast. We've got incredible speed right now. And that's thanks to all of our cavalry, of course. We're moving very, very quickly because of that. I'm just going to leave these guys behind. No real point in me taking them right now. Okay, there is a guy inside here. Yeah. There he is, there he is. Come on, come on. Ah, oh, yes. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is really, really good. Okay, here we go, here we go. This is absolutely fantastic. Look at this. This is exactly the kind of thing we wanted. Okay, so we got Charm Skill leveled up. I'm going to go for Meaningful Favors, even though I'm probably not going to be utilizing that portion of Charm Skill. Not really something I'm really, interested in. Even though, actually, you know what? We could possibly marry someone. We could try to marry someone, and that would be kind of cool. So maybe we could try that out a little bit. Maybe we'll see it in action a little bit later on, possibly. Okay, so this is actually going to be significantly easy, I feel, because, well, oh, you know, yes. I mean, we've had some pretty good times with our troops recently, and if I can just time this a little bit better, we should be able to get quite a few kills here, maybe. Nice, nice, nice. That's what we like to see. Okay, I'm just going to tell my infantry to charge in here. I'm not actually wanting to charge in right now. Aragorn literally just got a headshot. Very nice. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna stay on the outskirts here. I'm just gonna watch and wait and see what happens. We're just waiting until the infantry starts to clash with the opponent. I should probably put them into a shield wall formation, probably, all things considered. And we are going to be... I don't want to charge yet. They're actually attacking the enemy archers, which is actually perfect. Should we charge now? Ugh, I don't really like this particular charge, but we're going to have to, otherwise my infantry is just going to get absolutely massacred. Well, possibly. Nice, good damage, good damage. We've got 224 in riding skill now. We might even be able to get 225 here. Yep, there we go. We did. Nice. Nice. Okay. A little bit more. A little bit more. And we're actually losing a load of troops right now. Why are we losing a load of troops? That's the question. Is it because Dunland is really, really good? I don't know. It feels like... It feels like my strategy's off, right? Yeah, you see, that's the reason why I said I don't like the charge. The charge was not a good idea here. I'm actually not entirely sure. Why are we losing? Well, we're not losing. I mean, we're not going to actually lose this, I don't think. But I'm questioning what the problem was. I guess it's because we... I mean, this is a rock right here, you know? I think maybe that was the reason. You know, there's a rock right here. It's making a big difference to the mobility of our cavalry. That might, in fact, be the entire reason why we're having issues. Because we are now in... we're now forced into a situation where my cavalry is literally just getting completely murdered. by troops that are going to be much better in close quarters like that. I don't know, maybe that's it. Well, we're going to have to look out for that in the future. But, I mean, obviously it is going to be a victory for us. We did end up losing 16, which I guess is kind of bad. But it was 160 troops, so I guess, I don't know, losing 10% of the enemy's forces, you know, from our forces, I guess that's okay. Yeah, not something that I really wanted, but, well, I guess it's better for us to achieve victory than for us to suffer a defeat. So, yeah, but as I said, not the best charge there. Could have been better, but we did get 30 renown for it, which is pretty nice. 44 influence, kind of good. And, well, it's going to be pushing us further and further towards a really, really nice clan tier. I'm going to be letting both of these go. 4 charm skill every single time right there. And we're also going to be taking loads of prisoners as well. Loads of level ups too. So we're just absolutely just slaughtering the skills right now. We're just getting so much in the way of skill bonuses. And indeed, look at that. We've got some new horse armor. Ooh, nice. A new horse too. There we go. Thanks very much. I'll definitely be taking that. A legendary cape. Yes. Thank you. That is amazing. I will take that every single day of the week. We're going to upgrade a whole bunch of our people right now. Do I need an upgrade here? No, I do not. Does this guy need an upgrade? Yes, he does. There we go. Get him a nice upgrade there. Does he need anything else? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, what about Aragorn? Does he need an upgrade? Yes, he does. What about this new shield? Get him a new shield. What else do we have available here? Nothing much. New step arrows. Well, new arrows could probably benefit him quite a bit. And let's take a look at this guy. Yes, new braces for him. New boots for him. That's nice. And there we have it. Okay, that is wonderful. That is actually perfect. Unfortunately, we are now over encumbered, so this is going to be a little bit... Oh, hello. We actually took this? When did we take this? Just now? I think we must have taken this just now. Okay, this is perfect, because now we can literally just go straight on over here. This is indeed a town. Oh, I made it to Clan Tier 3. Wow, okay, I didn't even realize that I was making it to Clan Tier 3 right here. And who's this? This is a dwarf. Okay, we've got a dwarf right here. This is crazy good. Might be a cool idea to get one. He's got two-handed. He's got 180 in engineering, so not as good as the guy that we currently have, but that's okay. He's got 280 in scouting as well, so it just goes to show that the companions that you can get in the mod are so good, and they are so much better than the base game, and I am so thankful for that, because if I had to run around and try to find companions, and then I'm greeted by a companion that has 60 in engineering, I'd be like, oh no, please. But no, the way it is, oh yeah, it's going nice. It's going very, very nice right here. Do we want to use a Rohan shield? Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. My shield right now is pretty small. This is much larger. Yeah, I personally prefer that. Okay, we'll just sell this. Gonna have to get rid of a couple of these. There we go. Yeah, we've got a lot of random stuff that we're picking up right here. Loads of grain as well. Let's just sell all of that grain. We don't really need all of that. I have 100 days worth of food. The only time we're going to need that much food, actually, is if we are in a siege. That's going to be the big thing there. Let's sell all of the armor there as well. Very, very nice. Look at that. Okay, so we got 42,000 from that. I already sold my prisoners, which is very nice. Can I recruit some people? No, I cannot. All right. Looks like we are going to have to actually go away from here, away from the front lines, and actually see if I can recruit some people from elsewhere. I'm probably going to go all the way down here. I think Oldburg and Edoras, they're probably going to be having a load of places that I can recruit from, and we may even travel into Gondorian territory and try to get a couple of people from there as well. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.